And that's the opening bell, round one. Big whiff with the right hook. So much firepower here. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Teofimo in some real trouble here. Don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Down goes Lopez. I don't know, I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
And Lopez is dazed. Talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be... There's the bell for round two. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. And Teofimo Lopez might be ready to go. Teofimo Lopez goes down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
There's the bell for round three. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. believe what we're seeing. If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. Whoa, wait a minute! And Lopez is dazed. Down goes Teofimo. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So time to go celebrate. Welcome to the There's never a this match. What a pleasure it is. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Good defense with that left jab. Jab misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't find a home with that jab. A perfect counter lands. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectations from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. Lopez is dazed. Down goes Teofimo. Now that is a massive knockdown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Teofimo. Here we go for round two. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Missing with the hook. A perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter punching, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. A big whiff with the right hook. And he scores with the counter. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Teofimo in some real trouble here. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think...
And there's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fight has a real good flow to it. A big whiff with the right hook. That uppercut misses. A lot of fans know. Hold it right there. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. How are they? Hold that thought. And Teofimo Lopez might be ready to go. Down goes Lopez. And you can see here his face basically melt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit me with one.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
I want you to go back out there. Yes, I like that round. Good round.
There's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice counter shot. Nobody home with that hook. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Can't score with that jab. That uppercut misses. very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Talk about a one-sided. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Morales is stumbling and bumbling. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close.
Whoa, Johnny! Teofimo in some real trouble here. Teofimo Lopez goes down. And he dropped him. The perfect snipe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one second. Really need. Very beautifully, very alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. So a lot. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein, the gang violence meets the gang's demises and it bangs. Rises like wings on a plane, plus the pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish. Same shoe in different sizes with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class, blow